Yes, people, Arteta dropped a big Gyokeres hint, but we're going to get into that very, very soon. Welcome back to the Arsenal Transfer Centre, the show that keeps you locked in with all Arsenal transfers surrounding the summer transfer window, winter transfer window, and all transfer windows beyond that. People, we give thanks every single day for the air in our lungs, and I'm grateful that you are here, that I'm here, that we can deliver this news, and that we are living out the lives that we want to live. People, we've got a lot of news to get through today. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We hit 250 subscribers the other day, so we're well on our way. Thank you to you people out there for subscribing to the channel. So make sure, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. And people, I'm not going to keep you here any longer. This is the Arsenal Transfer Centre, and we have a lot to talk about today. Today we're going to be talking about Gyokeres, Arteta, Luis Suarez, Javi Simons, Moscardo, and Eberechi Eze. But first, we are going to talk about Luis Suarez, not the Luis Suarez of Uruguay, but the Luis Suarez of Colombia, and he is set to be signing for Sporting soon. Apparently, Sporting have made a bid to Almeria of Spain in a fee of £19.7 million. Now, this is key to the Gyokeres saga, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Sporting cannot sign, they can't let Gyokeres go without signing another striker, and their top target is Luis Suarez of Almeria. And this is why the key comments from Mikel Arteta were made this morning were very interesting. He said, when he was asked about Gyokeres potentially joining up on the preseason tour with Arsenal in Singapore, and he said this: "I cannot comment on any player who isn't part of our group yet." So all these key domino effects are falling into place now. Of course, Sporting could never absolutely let Gyokeres go without actually securing. If you can hear something in the background, that is my staff. If you can hear something in the background, she's nibbling on something at the moment, but she's fine. She's good. But anyway, as I was saying, Gyokeres and Arteta and Sporting and Almeria, as I was saying, Sporting will not let Gyokeres go without getting a replacement, and that replacement is key. And I spoke about letting a big asset go yesterday, how it can be key to their stocks, because Sporting are a publicly traded company. All of that bish back in the other. Some things some of you may care about, some things some of you may not care about, which is absolutely fair. But we could see this deal getting sorted towards the end of the week. Hopefully, this is talking about what's his name, Luis Suarez of Almeria, and obviously Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal. But obviously, all these things need to work in place. And Mikel Arteta, he's never spoken like that about a player before. I mean, he didn't mention Gyokeres, but he's never said the word yet. I know, you know what? And you know what it is? It's like we're clutching at straws now. Really clutching at straws. It's the same thing every day. Nearing the final hours, final details, final bits of add-ons, and this, that, and the other. And the way it's been broken down, apparently Sporting want 2.5 million for 20 games, for the first 20 games, another 2.5 million for the first 40, another 2.5 for the next 60, 2.5 for qualification of the Champions League. They want it done in that. Arsenal want to do it as a fixed fee, apparently so. These are all the details that I'm going, and it's like, can't this be done in a much simpler way? I don't know. But this is a domino effect. We need to wait for the deal for Luis Suarez to go through. Then Sporting can look all happy and this, that, and the other. Make it a big win for Federico Varandas, and then Arsenal will get their man. And Gyokeres will be happy. We'll be happy as Arsenal fans. Hopefully this saga is coming to end soon. But obviously we know Gyokeres is the number one target for Arsenal. Now, moving on to Javi Simons. Now, in the last few days, the Javi Simons saga has begun, and the three teams interested in signing Javi Simons as Arsenal, Chelsea, and Bayern Munich. But as of this evening, Chelsea are taking the lead with the Javi Simons deal, and apparently Javi Simons has now opened the doors to Chelsea, according to Fabrizio Romano, for a potential move. This is after direct contact with his camp. Now, as of tomorrow, on Tuesday, Chelsea will begin club-to-club contacts with RB Leipzig of a potential deal. Now, this deal could range in between 50 to 60 million euros, pounds even. RB Leipzig may want nearer to 70 million. I don't think, well, they could barter. He has 2 years left on his contract, so that is key as well. It's not like it's a year. He has 2 years left. Now, Arsenal are interested, but as I've spoken about extensively already, and extensively throughout this whole transfer window, Gyokeres is the first priority. And then apparently Arsenal want to get some outgoings as well out the door. How true that is, I don't know. Gyokeres is definitely the priority. Arsenal are interested. We've been interested in Javi Simons for a while, and I've reported on the channel as well that Javi Simons could be open to a move this summer. Simons and Sesko, because obviously we know that RB Leipzig do not have Champions League football, so their stars want to leave the club. Will Arsenal go for this player? He can play in the attacking midfield. He can play on the right wing. He's a very versatile, very talented player. He's about 20. How old is Javi Simons now? I can't remember. I'm not sure. I'm going to say between 23 and 25. So he's still a decent young player coming into his prime. He's big talent, big Dutch international. We will see what happens with this. But Chelsea are currently the front runners. Let's see what happens. Moving on briefly to that of Moscardo now. Moscardo is set to team up with the team in Singapore for pre-season. The deal is set to be announced soon, potentially tomorrow or Wednesday. He may not be able to make the move in time for the AC Milan game, which is coming up on Wednesday as well, and we're going to get into that as well. We won't necessarily have a preview for it, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a separate video. We'll talk about it. But yeah, Moscardo is set to team up with the boys in Singapore, set for official announcement. Hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday we will get that. We saw the leaked pictures last week as well that we did talk about when he was having this interview. That is on Getty Images as well, that you can see that. Clean and cut, he's there, so we're just waiting for an official announcement. But yeah, that is Moscardo set to set up with his Arsenal teammates in Singapore. And last but not least, Eberechi Eze of Crystal Palace. Where is he going to end up? Is he going to stay in London? Is he going to end up at Bayern Munich? Well, Chelsea as well had recently had talks with his camp, and now it is set that he doesn't want to go to Chelsea, or Chelsea may not actually make a move for him. One, he wants a big salary, apparently. Also, he has to have his release clause, his 68 million release clause, paid in one. Chelsea don't necessarily want to do that, and they seem put off by the deal. But as far as I know, I'm not sure if this is a ploy by Eze or this, that, and the other. I'm not his best friend. I'm not his brethren. I'm not the inner know or this, that, and the other. This is just going off my thoughts and feelings. And what I've seen in reports about this Eze saga and when it began, that Eze prefers a move to Arsenal. So is he just trying to put off Chelsea to hold out for that move to Arsenal? I don't know. Because a lot of people tell me in football, money talks. Money talks. So if Chelsea put down the money, does Eze move? I don't know, and this, that, and the other. But it seems as of this moment in time, Chelsea are put off by the Eze move. And for me, it's just Arsenal trying to, get this deal done. Because we was talking about a structure being done and everything else and this, that, and the other in terms of Arsenal getting their deal for Eze. But we're just going to have to wait and see the developments on that. Now, as of outgoings, where it comes to Leandro Trossard, Fabio Vieira, Sambi Lokonga is on tour with the boys. He is on tour out there in Singapore. So it remains to be seen what's going to be happening with Sambi Lokonga. We already know that Fabio Vieira is not on a tour because he was with Porto in the Club World Cup as well. So he's taking a break as well. Who else is there? Martinelli has been potential, but he won't leave. Obviously, he's on tour. I'm missing Reece Nelson. Is Reece Nelson on tour? I think Reece Nelson's on tour. Well, these people need to leave, so we need to have some of these people need to leave. Some of them do need to leave. We do need to get some outgoings out the door, raise some more money to get some more potential signings in. But the Eze deal and the Gyokeres deal doesn't depend on outgoings. We can get those players in without necessarily getting other outgoings out. I also have it on good authority, but it still remains to be seen. But I do have it on good authority that even the Rodrigo deal doesn't necessarily depend on outgoings as well. But obviously, to get bodies out the door, to balance the squad and PSR and this, that, and the other, blah, outgoings need to happen. We can't have a bloated squad. But all of that remains to be seen. So people, we've spoken about a lot today. That has been the Arsenal Transfer Centre. Let me know what you think of everything I've spoken about in this video below. Arsenal do have a game on Wednesday, and I think we play again on Saturday. So football is coming again thick and fast. The pre-season is beginning. Gyokeres should have already been in Singapore, but we'll get into that in another video. People, make sure if you've enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Woo! I was about to yawn and sneeze at the same time. I don't know what that was. That was crazy. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash a like on the video, and we'll be back tomorrow. Love and guidance, people. Peace.